This is Flagler Credit Union Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the UL Monroe Warhawks and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So the Warhawks offense will go to work first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He breaks a tackle, keeps it and gets the first down. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Man, you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Zings it complete to the right. Runs through the tackle. Makes the grab in their space. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Dropping back, it's Winfield. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That brings us to third and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that is how you get it done. Third down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on third down?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owls offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Under fire, buying some time. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. On the ground with the counter. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. They'll try the counter. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Warhawks will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
And they get him down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. On the run, it's Tillman. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown Owls. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. These corners backing off a bit. He'll run it again. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Could not make his way to the corner. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Bringing the heat. He's got him. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. And the Warhawks are rolling down the field. The run inside. It's Walker. Maybe a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Warhawks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the gun, running back on the move. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Between the uprights, it's good. That brings them to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Under fire. He's got it down the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going long. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. This time he's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Gets it out fast. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Florida Atlantic comes to the line on 1st and goal. Wants to pass. Here's a heat. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Touchdown, Owls! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Winfield. Looking to buy time. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Hard running. Just shedding tackles. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And the Warhawks will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 9 team, the Missouri Tigers.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Looking downfield on first down. Works the middle of the field. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Line getting set on second down. Wants to throw again. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on second and short. First down here for the offense. The snap sets up the throw. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the...
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Tillman. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Owls! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Though a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisiana Monroe offense heads out onto the field to open this drive. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Off play action. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run.
Football, big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
The Owls have it with a first and goal. Running the red zone. It's Tillman. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And they hope that false start penalty doesn't come back to haunt them. 2nd and goal again. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And he never had a chance.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that 1st down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Looking downfield, it's Winfield. Here's the pressure. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read.
Touchdown, Owls! And the stomping has commenced.
And it started with their offense. They put him in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Warhawks offense onto the field to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. With the catch, it's Howard. Turning it on. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. The Warhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's Winfield. Makes the grab on the left.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that
maybe some room here. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. And the Warhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's got it on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a draw. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UL Monroe. He got it, feet down in bounds.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They'll try the right side. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 45. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack from both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Now inside 4 minutes to go here on 2nd down. Running inside. It's Tillman. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. At the 20, he's got space. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. And the Owls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a 3rd down and goal.
Motion from the wideout. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out.